Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, today I stand before you with a message that's as simple as it is profound. A message that, if you let it, will shape the very foundation of how you live, how you dream, and how you drive. And that message is this: focus on yourself, not others. You see, we live in a world that is constantly tugging at us, pulling us in every direction except the one we're supposed to go. Everywhere we look, there's a comparison, a competition, a distraction. Social media, the news, the whispers in the back of the room, they all tell you to look at what they're doing, to measure yourself against them. But let me tell you something loud and clear: your life is not a race against anyone else. It's a journey to discover who you are, to grow into the person you were born to be. Too many of us waste precious energy looking sideways. We scroll through endless feeds, comparing our worst moments to someone else's highlight reel. We let jealousy, envy, and insecurity cloud our vision. But let me ask you this: when was the last time you looked in the mirror and truly saw yourself? I'm not talking about fixing your hair or checking your outfit. I'm talking about seeing yourself, seeing your potential, your strengths, your dreams. When was the last time you said, "I'm proud of who I am, but I'm also excited for who I'm becoming"? Here's the truth: the more you focus on others, the more you lose sight of yourself. Imagine you're running a marathon, and instead of keeping your eyes on the finish line, you keep turning your head to see who's behind you or who's ahead of you. What happens? You stumble. You slow down. You might even fall. Life is no different. When you focus on someone else's pace, you sabotage your own progress. Listen to me: your story is yours. No one else has lived your struggles, walked in your shoes, or dreamed your dreams. Stop letting the world write your narrative. Stop letting people who don't even know your heart dictate your worth. You are the author, the protagonist, and the hero of your life. But to truly own that story, you have to stop worrying about the audience. Stop worrying about what others think, what they say, or how they judge. Instead, ask yourself, what kind of story do I want to live? What legacy do I want to leave? Comparison is the thief of joy. How many of you know that to be true? You're fine until you see someone else doing better. You're content until you hear someone got the promotion you wanted, the house you dreamed of, or the life you envy. But let me tell you something: what's for you will always be for you. Let me repeat that because someone in the back didn't hear me. What's for you will always be for you. That means you don't have to chase someone else's blessings. You don't have to envy someone else's journey. Their success doesn't diminish yours. Their light doesn't dim yours. You are running your own race, and you are on your own timeline. Let go of the need to compare. Instead, celebrate what makes you unique. Now, here's the hard part. Focusing on yourself requires discipline. It means saying no to distractions, even when they're tempting. It means putting in the work when no one's watching. You don't have to broadcast your grind to the world. You don't have to prove to anyone how hard you're working. Because here's the truth: the results will speak for themselves. The loudest applause you'll ever hear isn't from a crowd. It's from the quiet realization that you did it, that you made it through, that you stayed true to yourself when it would have been easier to quit or copy someone else. So work in silence, build in private. Let the fruits of your labor be the only announcement you need. Far too many of us are addicted to validation. We crave likes, shares, compliments, and approval. But let me ask you what happens when the applause stops, when the likes disappear, when the compliments fade. If your self-worth is tied to other people's approval, you'll always be chasing something you can never fully catch. You'll always be hungry but never satisfied. Instead, seek validation from within. Learn to clap for yourself. Learn to say, "I'm proud of me," even when no one else is looking. Because at the end of the day, the only opinion that truly matters is yours. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore the world. I'm not saying you shouldn't cheer for others or learn from them. But there's a difference between being inspired and being distracted. Use others' success as a reminder of what's possible, not as a measure of your own worth. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Ask yourself, am I growing? Am I learning? Am I becoming better than I was? Growth isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking one step forward, no matter how small, every single day. When you focus on yourself, something incredible happens. You stop caring about what doesn't matter. You stop carrying the weight of other people's opinions. And you start feeling lighter, freer, and more alive. Focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Because when you're at your best, you can give your best to others. When you're strong, you can lift others up. But you can't pour from an empty cup. So fill your cup, take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Set boundaries, protect your peace, invest in your dreams. I'm not going to stand here and tell you it's going to be easy. Focusing on yourself takes courage. It takes strength. It takes the kind of resolve that will make people question you, doubt you, and even criticize you. But let me tell you this, the road less traveled is always worth it. Because when you focus on yourself, you'll discover things about yourself you never knew. You'll find strength you didn't know you had, talents you didn't know you possessed, and dreams you didn't know you could achieve. You'll become unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. So I challenge you today, stop looking at everyone else. Stop scrolling through someone else's life. Stop comparing, envying, and doubting. I look in the mirror and say, I am enough, I am worthy, I am capable, and I will focus on myself. Because when you focus on yourself, you unlock your true potential. You become the person you were always meant to be. And trust me, the world needs that version of you. So go out there and live boldly, dream fearlessly, and most importantly, focus on yourself. Thank you.